Oh, good morning. Oh, Charlie's here. Awesome. Hi, Charlie. Okay, so onto all fours. You're going to bring your body to a comfortable position with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Pressing the feet into the mat. You're going to feel that engagement now through the belly. Just take a nice round back, cat stretch, and then slowly roll out from the tail through the lower back, mid back, upper back, chest pushing through the arms. Roll those shoulders back and open the throat. So really starting with a pelvic floor contraction, Kegel. Pull the tail between your legs, scoop the belly muscles in to mobilize into that lower back, and then move through to the head last. And then roll again, tail first, up, belly sinks, and roll those shoulders back to press into your hands to lift the chest up. And again, Kegel, tuck the tail, curl. And inhale, roll the tail up. Chest pulls through the hands. And last one, Kegel, tail, curl. And rolling back to center. We're going to mobilize the upper back and ribs. So you're going to go glide the ribs from side to side as if you're trying to push the rib cage out to balloon the lung, and then over to the other side, push the rib cage out to balloon the lung. Sometimes it's nice to imagine that the rib cage is sitting on a skateboard and you can glide from right to left on your skateboard. If you're okay with that, you can add the feet, where we pull the feet over to one side as if you're wagging your tail, and then over to the other. Continue gliding the rib cage from side to side, and you can turn your head and look at your feet to start to mobilize into the neck. One more time each side, and then slowly come back to center. Go one more cat stretch, and back to neutral spine. With neutral, you're going to have that sensation that the tail and sit bones are pointing directly back towards the wall behind you. Lengthen out that lower back, support it through your core muscles. Push into all 10 fingers, so spread your fingers, press your palm into the floor, broaden your shoulder blades, and lengthen out through the nape of your neck, so lifting that head up in line with your spine. Take an inhale, don't move. And as you exhale, you're going to press your feet into the floor to try and pick up the knees just 2 inches off the mat. Inhale, slowly put them down. Again, exhale, press, core lifts, and pick up the knees, and slowly put it down. Let's do another 3. Being very careful that you don't dive forward. Stay back with the hips on top of your knees. 2 more. My arms are strong. I'm trying to stay lifted out of my shoulders. Back down, release. Take an inhale, lift the heart up through your arms. As you exhale, you're going to slowly round the back again, this time bringing the right knee towards your nose, and bring the nose towards the knee. Really push into your arms, separate your shoulder blades, lean back now towards your feet. Get a nice little stretch through the spine. Come back to center. Lift that right bent leg up towards the ceiling and push the heart forward through your arms. We go again. Exhale. Knee to nose, nose to knee, curl and tuck it through, lean back, and then roll it out again, lifting that right bent leg up to the sky as if you're trying to bring your foot to your head and head to your foot. We go one more time. Exhale, curl into a ball, zipping the belly button muscles in, and inhale, press that leg up, lift. You're going to slowly bring that leg back down to repeat on the other side. Inhale, heart moves forward through your arms. Exhale, pull the abdominals in, round the back, pull the left knee in towards your nose, nose to knee. Inhale, reach the back leg up to the ceiling, push the heart forward through your arms, and open up the chest. Exhale again, pull up through the belly muscles, tuck the head in, knee to nose, lean back at that stretch in your spine. Inhale, pull up through the back leg, reach the chest forward through your arms, head to knee, to foot, foot to head. Last one. Curl it in, lean back. And roll it up. Last time here. Inhale. To exhale, come to neutral with the feet down on the mat. Tuck your toes under this time. Just lean back a little bit just to open up the soles of your feet. If you have bunions here, just go easy. Now holding this position, you can feel your belly more on your legs. I want you to try and work now the diaphragm. So when we inhale, diaphragm descends, it pushes the belly out against the thighs. Exhale, pull the belly muscles in to scoop the diaphragm up towards your throat. Inhale, pump the belly into your thighs. Exhale, zip the belly in. Now I'm not doing a cat-cow here. I'm not trying to curl and arc the back. I'm really trying to hold neutral and just pump through the abdominal wall to get the diaphragm. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, scoop it in. One more. Inhale, belly out into the thighs. Exhale, scoop it in. And now inhale, belly to thighs. Lean forward. This time walk the hands forward in front of you to bring the pelvis with it. From a now kneeling plank position, you're going to inhale, let the belly hang, and allow the pelvis to sink towards the floor as you roll those shoulders back and lift the chest up. Exhale, pull those belly muscles up to bring you back to a kneeling plank lifted position. Inhale, belly down, pelvis hangs, open up the solar plexus through your arms. Exhale, pull the belly muscles up to come back to kneeling plank. Pushing into your hands. Inhale, lower the pelvis. See how far you can go. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Up. And exhale. Hold. Slowly now. Inhale. Prepare. Bring those hands right under your shoulders. And as you exhale, you're going to scoop those belly muscles in and bend the elbows just softly. Press back up. You want to think here of wrapping those elbows inward towards each other on the way down and press up. If this is too much, just do it on all fours, bringing the chest between your hands and then coming back up. Otherwise, kneeling plank, the pelvis comes with you on the way down and pressing back up. Let's do two more. Keeping those abdominal muscles pulled in and up. Last one, press and up. Well done. Slowly back up into child's pose. Now here, I want you to think of scooping up those belly muscles so much that you feel the lower back opening up. The tail now pulling towards your heels. You're driving that sacrum towards the heels. And you're going to, in the same time, lengthen through the nape of the neck and push the crown of the head forward, away from your tail. Get as much length as possible. So we're going into an ELDOA. You're going to take the hands now as far away as possible, pulling the shoulder blades up to the ears. Flex the wrist and push the palm or heel of your hand away with the fingers turned out as much as you can. So we're going to hold this position. Belly in, tail towards your heels. Crown of the head pushing forward, the nape of the neck is long and lifted. Press the shoulders away. Be very careful you don't send that tail up and arc your back. You want to maintain the length through the spine. This is an ELDOA for the junction of the upper back to the neck. Really opening up that sort of dowager's hump area. Breathing. Reaching with the heels of the hands. Flexing those wrists, spreading the fingers and turning them out as much as you can. Bringing those shoulders up. Keep scooping the belly in and pulling that tail towards your feet. Breathing fully, really regulate the breath. Even from inhale to exhale. Let's do another 2 or 3 breaths here. Trying to get more length through the nape of your neck. So chin in. Pull the crown of the head away from your tail. Really push. See if you can get a little bit more length. More reach. Now to come out of it, you're going to scoop the belly muscles in round the back and pull the pelvis forward. So you're coming up onto your hands. Roll out to neutral spine. And once again, bring those hands under your shoulders. And the knees under your hips. So finding now that length through your spine, tail and head pulling away from each other. You're going to press your 10 fingers and palms into the floor, sliding the right leg back. Hold, pelvis is square. Try and see if you can hold this position. lifting that leg up parallel to the floor, and you're going to flex the back foot, pushing that heel back as far as you can. Now press into that right arm. Take the left hand off and make sure that right shoulder is pulled back and you're not collapsed in that shoulder. Push, lift. If you can keep the hand here or take the arm forward to lengthen away from the right foot. Left hand, right foot pushing away from each other. Scoop the belly muscles in, hold, hold, hold. Now we're going to take that left arm to the back, reaching for the right foot, bend the right leg and bring the heel towards the ceiling, as if you're trying to stomp the ceiling using your glute. Belly muscles are pulled in. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the leg, circle the arm all the way back, bring the hand down, and now slowly circle that right leg out to the side, in line with your hip, put it down on the floor, and press the whole right sole of the foot on the ground. Now the hips, try and level them out as best you can. Take the inhale now, press into the left hand, and take the right hand to your chest, turning the chest towards your right foot. Open up the ribs to the sky. Inhale if you want, open the arms, open your wings, breathe in, breathe out. Now every inhale, try and see if you can get a little bit more rotation. One more time. And then exhale, take that right arm under the left to twist to the left. Bringing the head to the mat, right shoulder to the floor if you can. It doesn't have to be on the floor. Now you're going to push into your left hand against the floor to turn the chest and rib cage more to the left. 2 or 3 full breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Square your shoulders. Circle the right leg back behind you to slide it back in. I'm going to do the other side. So lengthening now the left leg along the floor. Square your hips. Zip up the belly and lengthen. Tail back, crown of the head reaching forward. Don't droop your head. If you can, lift that leg up and flex the foot so the toes and kneecap are pointing to the floor. Push firmly into your left arm, lift up out of that left shoulder and bring the right hand to the shoulder. Now it can stay here, or you can extend that arm forward with me and hold. Breathe in, lengthen the arm, lengthen the leg. Line everything up. Now bringing that right arm back behind you, hold, bend the left leg, and again, reach up with the heel as if you're stomping the ceiling. Scoop the belly muscles in. You don't want to go into your lower back and arc your back. Zip up, use your glute. One more full breath. Circling the arm out, lengthening the leg. Bring everything back to center with the arm, and then the left leg circles out to the side. Bring the toe down on the floor in line with your hip. Put the sole of the left foot down and square the pelvis here. Now we're going to take the left arm up towards the ceiling. So inhaling, hand to chest, left hand. Turn the rib cage, turn the chest to face to the left. Think of really opening the diaphragm towards the sky. Push into the floor with your right arm so that shoulder pulls back. And then inhale, open your wings. Breath here. Focus on the breathing. Trying to get more opening with the inhale. Exhale, lengthening through the spine. One more. On the exhale, take that left arm under the right. Twist. Now you're bringing the top of the head to the floor and the shoulder if you can. It doesn't have to touch that shoulder. Press the right hand into the floor. See if you can get more opening through the rib cage. Scoop the belly muscles in. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Hand under the shoulder. Lift up, line up the neck, line up the spine, and circle that left leg back. Slide it in, and finish with one cat-cow. Rounding the back, and then lengthening away. Well done. done. From here, take a seat with the two knees one on top of the other. We're gonna take if your legs are bent to the left, your left hand is holding onto the ankles. The right hand, you're gonna bring it here to the side of your head. Now we're gonna open up the diaphragm on the right side. So we're pulling the ribs to the right, like we did in the warm-up, glide with the skateboard, and then pick up the lungs, pick up the ribs, pick up the elbow, armpit, all the way up to the ceiling. Press in and out. Press up, inhale, exhale. Being very careful that you're not rounding your back. Try and pull up out of the waist. Imagine you want to balloon the lung as if your ribs are an accordion and can open and pull the air into the lung. Exhale, squeeze one more, inhale, open the accordion. And exhale, slowly come back, pulling the head up to the ceiling, releasing the arm. Let's switch sides to the other side. Diaphragm, very important for the function of your organs, function of the heart. So we're taking that rib cage now up to the ceiling, bringing the hand to the side of the head. Inhaling, balloon the left lung, reaching the elbow up to the ceiling, armpit up. Exhale, just squeeze into it. Inhale, open. The more you do the squeeze on the exhale, the better the next inhalation will be. Some people rush the inhale. See if you can slow the inhale down. Take your time to fill up the lung. Reach up as high as you can with that elbow. Last one here. Open, 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 lengthen your spine. And exhale, slowly come back, but keep growing tall through your spine. Very good. Coming back to center. So now we're gonna go into an ELDOA. So we're gonna, for the lower back, you're gonna sit with your sit bones pressing into the floor. Your heels in line with your sit bones here. Your knees are turned out, so you have 90 degree at the knee, 90 degree at the ankles. Push the heels away, flex the feet, and now with your hands, pull up against your legs to lift the spine tall. So this is hard work already for some of us. We really want to make sure here that your head is on top of the spine. You're not pulled forward with the head, and you're not really protruding the ribs. You're pulling the whole rib cage up. So scoop up through the belly and lift up out of the lower back. If this is okay for you, you're letting go with one hand and then the other. Flex both wrists, push the heels of the hands away, turning them out as much as you can, and now protract your shoulder blades. Pull the shoulder blades apart in your back, and now slowly lift. Pick up the shoulder blades, pick up the rib cage, bring the shoulders up out of the back, into your ears, and bring the arms up in line with your ears as much as you can. Breathing in, breathing out. You haven't pulled that head forward. Take your time for that inhale. Use that diaphragm on both sides that you just opened up, and really keep pushing those heels away, pulling those toes towards you, pushing the knees down. Drill your sit bones into the floor and lift the rib cage up. We're trying to make space in the lower back. Very difficult to hold and maintain, so your breathing is key here. That's why it's important to get the diaphragm opened up. One more full breath. Try and get more height, more lift. Now, keep the length in your spine. Stay tall as you release one arm, then the other, and then the legs and the spine. Well done. So now you're going to put the soles of your feet down, always in line with the hips. And if you can, put your hands on the outside of your knees and think of pushing your knees out into your hands. But at the same time, you want to press the inside edge of your foot down on the floor. So there's a balance between those two opposites to stabilize the position of your pelvis. By pulling the pelvis up, you can get up out of the lower back with the effort in the legs. Once you have that nice tall spine, crown of the head pushing up, I like to imagine Spock ears here pulling up. Let go with your arms. Same intention with the arms as before. Flex the wrists, turn out as much as you can, protract. But this time arms are coming up in a V. So you're not quite by the ears, right? We're here. Lift, pull the shoulder blade, pull the rib cage up. Remember, you're maintaining that protraction as you lift and open. Arms are in line with the ears as best you can. If you have pinching in your shoulder, make sure you really protract. That will open up the joint for you so you have less pinching. Pulling up through that lower back. We're not falling backwards. Breathing here, smiling. My osteopath, Sean Beliveau, I'm going to quote him. He loves to give tips every single day. His tip today, or I think it was yesterday, was do you react or do you respond? So he's talking about really deciding whether, or being aware really of how you respond or react to certain situations, especially this one that hurts and is difficult. See if you can relax your face, he was trying to say, and smile, because this will make it easier for you just emotionally. So we're slowly going to keep that length in the spine, bring the arms down, and then release the spine back. So with awareness, you will then decide how you want to respond to a difficult situation. Okay, so with the legs now still, soles of the feet on the floor, I want you now to think of pushing the knees out more than before. So you're no more in an abduction. Once you're here, pull your body up, lengthen through the spine, Spock ears pulling up, lift, 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 lift. Now with the knees pushing out, right? We're wider than the hips. You're going to push the heels away this time, lift the arms again, protract, and all the way up to the ears. Lift. The difference is the leg position. Push down, pull up, breathe and smile. Relax the frown, relax the suffering lips, tight lips. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, lift, breathe out. One more. Slowly releasing, and then the spine. Very good. Now you're going to take the legs straight. I'm going to give you two options for this one. You're going to lengthen the two legs out so you have about 30-degree angle between the two legs, so mat width is perfect. If this is difficult to do, you're going to do the other version with one leg straight, which I'll show in a moment. For now, both legs are straight. Pull your body up out of the lower back to the straightest spine that you can get. Always thinking those Spock ears, pushing the top of the head up, the head's on top of the spine. Now flex both feet so much so you're trying to get the Achilles tendon off the floor, the heels off the floor. You're going to, from the thighs, turn inward without dropping the heels, keep pulling up through your spine, and now the arms again in our protraction, external rotation. You're going to take the arms out so that the hand is at the same height as the crown of your head. If you want to do the single leg version, keep one leg straight in that 30-degree angle, the other leg bent with the sole of the foot down on the floor in line with your hip. Pull your body up. The same hand as the straight leg rests. The opposite hand pushes away and reaches up out to the side. Breathing in. Breathing out. This is the alternative. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you're doing the double leg version, keep opening. You're here. So if you're doing the single leg version, you're welcome to very slowly come out of it and switch to the other side. Double leg people, we're holding for a little longer. So go for it. Whichever version you're doing, breathe and choose your response. How you smile through the exercise can really help. Thank you, Sean Beliveau, for putting that out there for us. One more inhale, exhale. Lifting, pushing, reaching. And then slowly, keeping the length in your spine, release one arm, release the other. Slowly release the legs. And then slowly release the spine back. Good. So we're going into the abdominals. We're going to get the spine articulating now. We want to open up the joints and the facets of the spine so that you have more freedom in your spine. So feet are hip width, plant them down on the mat. So the inside edge is pressed down, big toe ball of the foot. Pull your body up with your hands and see if you can get that length through the nape of the neck. Now on the next exhalation, you're going to do your Kegel, pulling that tail under. Slide your sacrum along the ice, as I like to call it, and scoop the belly muscles in to round the back. So you have this C curve. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, pull the belly muscles deeper, so lifting up through that pelvic floor. Inhale again, see if you can open up the rib cage here. Exhale, belly deeper. One more. Try and expand the rib cage with your inhale. Exhale, belly deeper. To inhale now, pull your body up, pushing the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Get more length and lift. If you want to do a second one with the arms here, go for it. If not, we're lengthening the arms forward. Protract your shoulders. If you can, push the heels of the hands away to really get the fascial connections. Exhale, scoop. Roll your sacrum under. Pull up the pelvic floor. Get into that C curve. Inhale, hold. Exhale, pull deeper. Inhale, hold. Exhale, pull deeper. See if you can press your sacrum more on the ground underneath your pelvis. One more. The soles of the feet are pressing down on the floor. They're not lifting. Now slowly engage those abs. Keep your shape. Take it forward. And keep reaching with the arms forward to protract your shoulder blades as you lift, inhaling through the spine. Lift, 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 and go again. Exhale. Roll back. Inhale, hold. Press the feet down. Exhale, pull the belly deeper. Keep reaching the arms away. Twice more. Belly deeper on the exhale. One more. Try and get more of the sacrum on the ground. Keep the abdominals contracted. Come forward. Keep protracting your shoulder blades. And then inhale. Fill up your lungs. Work your diaphragm. And lift. And release. So now we're going to make it more dynamic. We're going to keep moving. Try and keep the soles of your feet pressing on the floor. So inhale, protract your shoulder blades, lengthen your spine. Exhale, sacrum to the floor. Kegel, pull that tail between your legs. Roll, 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 roll. Keep exhaling as you come forward. Round, reach your arms away. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, curl, 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 curl. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Come forward, belly deeper. Inhale, lengthen. So you're running out of air on that exhale, right? Exhale, 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 exhale. Come forward deeper with the belly. Inhale, coming up. I won't talk this time. One more. Go to the depth that you can, keeping those feet down. Inhale up to finish. And exhale, rest. Well done. Good. So we're going to take a mini break from the ELDOAs. You're going to cross your legs here. You're going to take your right hand to the left knee. Left arm up towards the sky. Take an inhale, lift up. Try and get as much lift out of the ribs. Exhale, press into the left knee with your right hand as you reach over with the left. Make sure we're not aiming for the floor here. You're aiming to get up, out of the spine and over. So press down to pick up. Good. Circling the arm down, bring your body back to center. Switch, left hand to right knee. Right arm up by the ear. Press down with the left hand to lift up the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Circling the arm, exhale, come back to center. Now keeping the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you, you're going to go and twist into the upper back. Gaining mobility here. Think of wringing your waist out and expanding the lungs and rib cage. So you have a wide shoulder girdle, wide collarbones, shoulder blades wide against your back. So imagine pulling your elbows apart. Slowly come back on your next exhale to switch sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind your sacrum. Lengthen and pull the elbows apart. Bring your waist out. Focus on the breath. Soften the face. Expand the lungs. One more breath. Coming back to center. Good. So while you're here, we're going to open up the neck, one of our favorite areas to release. You're going to take now the left hand with the palm down, fingers in. Place that left hand right under your sit bone or your hip. So your hip is pressing the fingers or palm onto the floor. You're going to feel the shoulder pulling down. You keep pulling up. That already could be enough of a stretch for you. Otherwise, you can add right hand to the opposite side of the head by the ear, bringing the ear towards the shoulder. Breathe here. Try and imagine always somebody pulling those ribs up for you, like a hook, picking up the solar plexus. One more breath in, breath out. Good. Slowly press the head up into your hand to return. Remove the left hand from underneath you and take it behind you. So you're going to take hold of the wrist with your right hand. So left wrist held in the right hand so that you're here, and pull across. And at the same time, once again, bring the ear to the shoulder, right side. So again, right ear to right shoulder. Pull and breathe. Keep picking up the solar plexus. Now we're going to add a rotation. So you're going to turn the nose towards the right knee. Come back. Turn the nose towards the ceiling. As long as this doesn't hurt your neck. If not, you're just holding the ear to the shoulder. And center. Up. One more. Nose to knee. Center. Up. Back to neutral. Lift the head in neutral to release the arms. Right hand, palm, fingers in, palm down, underneath the sit bone or the hip. Lift up the spine. If this is enough for you, stay here. If not, left hand comes to the opposite side of the head towards the right ear. Pick up the solar plexus and then bring the left ear towards the shoulder and hold. Breathe. Careful you don't compress in the spine here. Keep picking up. This can be very tight. So don't pull very hard. It's really just the weight of your hand that's actually enough to give the tissues a good stretch. So careful not to pull and yank the head over. One more breath. Pressing the palm down with your right hip. Press the head into your hand to come up. Slowly releasing the arms. Bring the right arm behind you. Grab hold of the right wrist with your left hand. Pulling to the left, roll that shoulder back, lift the solar plexus, and again, left ear to left shoulder. You can stay here or add the rotation of the cervicals. Turning the nose down, turning the nose up, turning the nose down, turning the nose up. One more, and up, back to neutral. Come up in neutral to release the arm. Very good. So we're going to go and open up the throat in our sphinx, in our cobra. So we're going to work the back extensors. So coming down now onto your tummy, I'm going to turn around. You're going to think now of really getting the shoulder mobility back to open up through the neck. So hands are by your rib cage. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthen the tail towards the heels and engage your legs so the knees are off the floor, the toes are down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, squeeze your elbows inward, and think about pushing the crown of the head forward with the breastbone. So you're gaining more length out of the abdominal wall, out of the solar plexus and heart area. And now inhale, you're going to lift the chin to open up the throat. And exhale, bring the chin back in to lengthen the nape of the neck. Inhale, open the throat. Exhale, open the back of the neck. One more, keep squeezing those elbows in and back. Exhale, lengthen. Now push into your hands, see if you can get a little bit more lift keeping the pelvis on the floor, so cobra. Roll those shoulders back and squeeze the elbows in. The elbows are bent. Inhale, open, and pull the ribs forward. Open your collarbones wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to add the cervicals here, go for it. So inhale, open the throat. Exhale, look down. Inhale, open the throat. Exhale, look down. One more. And down to neutral head and neck to come down vertebrae by vertebrae through the spine. Well done. Lengthening the legs now, lift the thighs off the floor, lift the feet off the floor. You're going to reach the hands back towards your feet and squeeze those shoulder blades together with the back of the neck lengthening away from your tail. Inhale, open the legs wide, open the arms wide, star, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. One more, inhale, open, exhale, close. Now here, bend the knees, flex the feet, push the heels up and reach the hands towards the feet. Now you can stay here, or if you have the mobility, grab hold of your feet or your ankles if you have that flexibility and flex your feet. Pressing now the heels back, shins back. Inhale up, exhale down just a little bit. Inhale up, kick back with your legs. Don't throw your head back here. One more, inhale, kick, use your legs. Exhale, down, lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, go back to the star. Inhale, open the legs, open the arms. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, rolling those shoulders back. One more, bow, catch the feet, or not. You can always just hold here and challenge their strength in your back here. If you've caught your feet, inhale, kick back with the legs, opening the heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, look at the floor so your eyes are in the right place. Exhale, down. Inhale, smile. Exhale, down, lengthen legs, lengthen arms. Bringing the arms now just underneath your ribs. Press the shoulders back, pull all the way up now, off the hips. If you can, push into your feet and lift the knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really think of opening up the collarbones, rolling those shoulders back. If you want to add the throat, open up the chin to the sky. One more breath. Really engage your legs. Bringing the head back. Slowly come back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing the head down on one hand. Relax here. You can rock your hips from side to side to release the lower back. Well done. And now we're going to roll over onto our backs. We're going to do some ELDOAs for the neck especially. So really we've opened up the spine here a lot today. Bringing the knees to your chest. Rest here for a moment. Give a good squeeze down onto the belly with the thighs. Now pulling the head in to the knees, curl into a ball. Good. Now from here, I want you to think of lengthening the sacrum along the floor so your lower back is lengthened out on the mat. You're going to bring the feet to a flexed position and think of reaching the heels away as if you're trying to pull your stockings off with your heels. Toes are pulled towards your nose, legs are together. Now you're going to press the hands away from you. Heels of the hands are pushing away, wrists are flexed. Turn the arms out as much as you can and take the arms just a little bit away from your thighs, just very subtly. Now try and roll down only as far as you can get your shoulder blades on the mat, but keep the head up. Push the heels of the hands away. Your eyes are looking in at your belly button. Your heels are pushing away. And feel the pull off the neck, right? So the back of the head is pulling up and away from the tail. And the tail is pulling away and up away from the head. Heels of the hands are pushing powerfully away. Breathe. The lower back is on the floor and lengthened out. The shoulder blades are on the floor. If you're too high, you won't feel this in the neck. You should feel the throat muscles working to hold the head in this position. You're not dropping the chin out. Breathing, focusing on the breath. Smile. And again. Now slowly take your time. Hands release, then the head rolls down. Rock the legs from side to side. Now we're going to do another 3 where the head is a lot lower. So this can strain the neck sometimes. So if you need to put the head on the ground, you can, but make sure that you're working the length through the back of the neck. That means you're always trying to pull the back of the head away from your tail so it feels like the chin or jaw slightly falls down, but don't go down so much where you close your throat. So, same as before, lengthen out the lower back, tail pulls away and up. Flex the feet, take your shoes off, your socks off. Now we're going to lengthen through the back of the neck, keeping the shoulder blades on the ground, the back flat, but your head is just 2 fingers width off the floor. If it's too much, keep the head on the floor, but keep tucking that head in, the chin in. Now hands push away like before, towards the thighs, towards the hips, and hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your head is lower. Breathe in. Lower than before. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the hands to the knees now. Push away. Turn out. Flex the wrists. Keep pulling the tail in, away out from your head and up. Keep flexing the feet. Careful you don't lift your head up too high. Good. Now the arms go up vertical. Push the ceiling away with the palm of your hands. It's a long one. If you need to take a break, put your head down, but keep lengthening through the nape of your neck. Otherwise, you're just 2 fingers width off the floor. Now arms up by your ears and lift the shoulders. Two more breaths. Don't give up on me yet. Slowly put the head down. Bring the arms slowly in. Release the feet and then rock from side to side to release the lower back. Well done. Good. So you're going to turn onto your side. We're almost done. You're going to try and think about now opening up the spine from head to tail again, holding a neutral spine. So resting the head on the bottom arm. You're going to have the ear, shoulder, and hip lined up. And once again, think of lengthening your tail towards your heels and then lengthening the back of the head and neck away from your tail. So you're really tractioning the spine. Now the top hand is going to go over the head, turn the palm away and turned out, and push the ribs up towards the ceiling. So you really feel that you're picking up the rib cage. Now if this is okay for you, see if you can bring your knees up a little closer to your belly. You're going to really lift the ribs high, 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 high. Breathe in, pump the rib cage. Breathe out, hold it lifted. Breathe in, pump it up. Breathe out, hold it lifted. Try and pull the belly muscles in on the exhale rather than collapsing. Inhale, exhale, belly muscles in, but keep lifting the ribs. Really push the arm as hard as you can. Keep pulling the tail away from your head and your head away from your tail. Now, taking that hand up towards the ceiling and then bend the elbow, put the hand on the side of the head, reach the elbow and ribs up and then rotate to face the sky or ceiling. Open up the ribs here, breathing in, breathing out. Pull the belly in, breathing in, expand your ribs, expand the belly, breath out, pull the belly in. Breathe in, pump the belly, pump the ribs. Breathe out, pull the belly in. See if you can get more rotation. One more. Keep lifting the elbow, lifting the ribs up to the sky. Inhale, return. Now take that bottom arm behind your back, like that, and lie down on your shoulder. And now reaching the top arm away from you, turn the nose to face the floor. You can rest the forehead down or not. I like to keep it hovering and lengthen through the back of my neck, which is probably better. Rotate, 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 and try and feel the pull through the back of the rib cage. You're getting the back part of your diaphragm. Reach. The palm is pushing away, the arm is turned out. I'm really pulling my scapula up to pull my rib cage up. So pumping the belly on the inhale. Exhale, belly in. Reaching the tail towards your heels. Inhale, return to center, and then return that bottom arm underneath your head. Lengthen the two legs away. You're going to push the heels away from you, lengthening the top waist. At the same time, push the top of the head away. Tail away from the head. Lift the top leg now, a little higher than the hip, trying not to collapse the waist on the floor. Push the heel away and make sure that the toes and the knees are facing forward. And let's pump here to work the glute for our posture as you maintain the length through your spine. The lift of the rib cage. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Very good. Other side. So these are all myofascial stretches for the diaphragm that we were doing here. You want to get every part of the diaphragm, side, front, and back. So again, pull those knees in front of the belly if you can. Lengthen the tail towards your heels. Lengthen the back of the neck away from the tail and rest the head. You're going to bring the top hand up to the ceiling, lift to the ceiling with the ribs and the arm to then bring the hand to the side of the head. Inhale, reach, elbow up. We did this version here with the hand pushing away, which I prefer. You can turn the arm out, push the heel of the hand away to get the myofascial lines all the way to the ribs. And breathe in, pump the belly, pump the lung up. Exhale, just pull the belly in, but don't drop the lung. Keep those ribs lifting up to the ceiling. Good. Hand comes now behind the head. Turn, lifting the elbow to the sky. Breathe into the front part of the rib cage. Pump the belly, pump the rib. Exhale, pull the belly in. Keep going. If you access more rotation as you hold, even better. Don't collapse, keep pulling those ribs upward. Last one now, come to this forward rotation. So bottom arm goes behind you. Reach the top arm away, turn the nose to the floor. Again, lengthen the tail towards your heels. Lengthen the crown of the head away so you're not necessarily resting the head on the floor. Breathe in, push the heel of the hand away, expand the top part of your ribs there in the back. Exhale, pull the belly deep to the spine. But keep your lungs inflated. Inflate the lungs. Exhale, pull the belly in, but keep the lungs inflated. Slowly coming back with the exhale. Well done. Line up. Now ear, shoulder, hip, ankles. Reach the heels away. And if you can, zip up through the core, maintain the length in your waist, and top leg comes up a little higher than the hip, keeping the length here, we're not collapsing. And let's pump. Working into that glute medius, the toes are pointing forward with the kneecap. If we want to take pressure off the neck, everything through the spine and pelvis must be aligned. That way the shoulders can fall back, the chest is open in good posture, the upper back is mobile, loose. The minute there's stiffness in the spine, the neck will suffer. Diaphragm, super important to maintain its health. And then slowly putting that leg down, release. And we're going to finish on our backs In a glute stretch, just cross one leg across the knee, pull the leg up, hold that bottom leg with both hands, your arm is through the hole, roll down, pulling the legs towards you, pushing that knee out with your elbow, flex this foot, so heel away, lengthen the back of your neck. You can always put a pillow under your head if you need it here. Pause and breathe. Slowly release, change side. Flex the foot. Arm goes through the hole, grab hold of the supporting leg, bring it towards you as you roll down, pushing that knee away with your elbow. Catch your breath. Well done. Slowly release. So we're going to roll up to seated. Come to a comfortable seated position for you. Find a nice long tall spine. See how easy and free it is to sit tall after a good ELDOA class. Relaxing the shoulders back. Taking a nice inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, settling down here. Really being grateful for the time you've spent to take care of yourself today, to take care of your spine, to take care of your diaphragm, your breath of life, and your cervicals. Namaste. Have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon.